All right, so we're diving headfirst into Marine Mechatronics Technicians.
High tech on the high seas.
Exactly. We've got RoleCatcher resources here, a detailed career guide,
Some sample interview questions.
all geared towards helping you crush that interview.
It's a really fascinating field,
Yeah.
blending that mechanical know-how with the cutting-edge electronics and control systems.
Yeah, and that's what this deep dive is all about, right? Giving you that extra edge. Breaking down those tricky interview questions.
Even showing how AI can help you tailor your answers.
Okay, so first things first. Let's paint a picture. What does a marine mechatronics technician actually do? I mean, the RoleCatcher Career Guide lays it out, but what stands out to you as the most important aspects?
Well, it's more than just fixing engines these days. You're responsible for these complex mechatronic systems on everything
From massive vessels.
to intricate shipyard equipment.
So we're talking automation robotics
Those advanced control systems.
that keep everything running smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not just a tech whiz. You're also operating in a dynamic environment, sometimes challenging.
Right.
That brings us to our first interview question, a classic. What inspired you to pursue a career in marine mechatronics?
This is your chance to really showcase your passion. Did a childhood fascination with ships lead you here? Or maybe a love for tinkering with electronics?
And it evolved into something bigger?
Whatever it is, share a story that genuinely captures that motivation.
But make sure you connect it back to the role.
To the role you're interviewing for.
Yeah, don't just list off reasons. Think about the specific company, the position.
Right.
Maybe they're known for their innovative propulsion systems.
Or their focus on sustainable technologies.
Weaving those details into your answer shows you've done your research.
And that your passion aligns with their work.
This is where RoleCatcher's AI can be so helpful.
Incredibly helpful.
I mean, you can analyze the job description and suggest ways to tailor your answer to highlight the skills and experiences that are most relevant.
To that specific role.
Okay, so you've nailed that first question. You've shared your inspiring story.
Right.
And now they hit you with a follow-up. What aspects of marine mechatronics do you find most engaging? What are they really looking for here?
Well, they want to see if your interests actually align with the day-to-day realities of the job.
Do you thrive on troubleshooting?
Are you fascinated by the integration of different technologies?
Or maybe you're driven by the challenge of keeping critical systems operational in a demanding environment.
Yeah,
Again, connect your answer back to the company and the role.
absolutely.
If they specialize in automation
Talk about your love for working with PLCs.
or designing efficient systems.
Right.
It's not just about what you find interesting. It's about demonstrating how your interests make you a good fit for them.
For them, exactly.
Okay, let's say the next question dives into your technical skills. What are your technical skills in marine electronics and control systems? Don't just rattle off a list.
Oh.
Think about the skills most relevant to this specific role.
And don't just name them.
Give examples.
Give examples.
Yeah. Maybe you've worked with specific types of sensors actuators.
PLCs.
The career guide really emphasizes the importance of building a portfolio,
Yes.
even personal projects.
Like building a control system for a model ship.
Optimizing a small engine.
It can show you've got that hands-on experience.
Tangible proof is key.
And RoleCatcher can help here, too. Imagine uploading your portfolio to the platform.
And their AI analyzes it.
Identifies which projects best showcase the skills.
Needed for this particular job.
It can even suggest ways to present your work more effectively.
All right, question number 4 gets into your experience. What are some of the challenges you have faced in your previous roles as a marine mechatronics technician, and how did you overcome them? What's the strategy here?
They're looking for problem-solving skills and resilience.
Okay.
Choose a challenge that really demonstrates your ability to think critically
To adapt.
under unexpected situations.
Maybe you had to diagnose a complex system failure
Under pressure.
or troubleshoot a problem with limited resources.
Don't just describe the problem.
Walk them through your thought process.
What steps did you take? What resources did you utilize?
And most importantly, what do you learn from the experience?
And when you're practicing your answer, think about how you're coming across RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your video
Really?
and provide feedback on things like your tone of voice, your body language,
Ensuring you project confidence.
and competence,
That's a game changer.
especially for those who get nervous in interviews.
Okay, next up is a question about continuous learning. How do you stay updated with the latest technologies and advancements in marine mechatronics?
This is a chance to show you're not just skilled, but you're committed to staying ahead of the curve.
So mention specific industry publications you follow.
Professional organizations.
Online courses,
The career guide actually lists a bunch of relevant organizations.
like the Society of Naval Architects and Marine Engineers.
Joining one of those shows, you're serious about professional development.
And don't be afraid to talk about your personal learning habits. Maybe you love experimenting with new technologies in your spare time.
Or you follow industry blogs and forums.
The key is to demonstrate a genuine curiosity and a desire to stay at the forefront of the field.
Exactly.
Now, they might follow that up with something like, can you share an example of a recent technological advancement in marine mechatronics that you've learned about and how it could impact your work?
They want to see that you can connect those advancements to the real world.
So choose an advancement that genuinely interests you.
And then explain how it could improve efficiency, safety, or sustainability in the maritime industry.
Maybe you're fascinated by the development of autonomous vessels.
Or the integration of AI into diagnostics systems.
The more specific and insightful your example, the better.
And if you're struggling to articulate your thoughts, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your response and suggest ways to make it more concise and impactful. It can even help you identify areas where you might be using too much technical jargon and suggest simpler explanations that anyone can understand.
Let's move on to a question that gets into your process. How do you approach troubleshooting and diagnosing technical issues in marine electronic systems? This is where you showcase your methodical approach.
And your ability to think under pressure.
Walk them through your steps.
Do you start by gathering information, analyzing system logs?
Consulting schematics.
Do you use diagnostic tools? Consult with colleagues?
Remember, safety is paramount in this field.
So make sure you emphasize your commitment to following safety procedures and prioritizing a safe work environment.
And don't forget to highlight your ability to think critically and creatively. Sometimes those unexpected problems require thinking outside the box.
Absolutely, and that's something you can practice beforehand. RoleCatcher has a feature where you can run through these kinds of situational questions and get AI-powered feedback on your approach.
It can help you identify potential blind spots.
Suggest alternative solutions you might not have considered.
Okay, let's tackle question number 7. How do you ensure the safety of yourself and others when working on marine vessels? This one is all about demonstrating your understanding of safety protocols and your proactive approach to maintaining a safe work environment.
It's not just about listing off procedures.
Right.
It's about showing how you actively implement them in your work. Mention your knowledge of things like lockout-tagout procedures, proper use of PPE hazard communication.
The career guide emphasizes that safety is everyone's responsibility.
And it's clear that companies are looking for technicians who prioritize it.
Maybe you could describe a time when you identified a potential safety hazard and took steps to correct it.
Or how you always double-check your equipment before use.
To ensure it's in proper working order, the key is to show that you're not just following rules.
You're genuinely committed to creating a safe work environment for yourself and your team.
And if you're not sure how to best showcase your safety awareness, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your response and provide feedback. It can suggest ways to make your answer more impactful or highlight specific safety protocols that are relevant to the company's operations.
Right.
All right, we're making great progress. Let's move on to question number 8. How do you prioritize your work when you have multiple projects or tasks to complete? This one is all about time management, a critical skill for marine mechatronics technicians who are often juggling competing demands.
Especially on board a vessel.
Explain your prioritization system.
Do you use a to-do list?
A task management app.
Or a more intuitive approach?
Do you prioritize based on urgency, importance, deadlines?
Or a combination of factors?
And be specific. Provide an example of how you prioritize tasks in a previous role.
What was the outcome?
Did you successfully complete all tasks on time and to the required standard?
Did you have to adjust your priorities?
Based on changing circumstances?
This is a great opportunity to show that you can handle pressure, adapt to changing situations, and make sound decisions under time constraints.
And if you want to get really strategic, RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your schedule and suggest ways to optimize your time management based on your work patterns and priorities.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay, let's tackle a question that focuses on your communication skills. How do you communicate technical information to non-technical stakeholders, such as project managers or clients?
This is where you showcase your ability to translate complex technical concepts into language that anyone can understand.
Remember, not everyone speaks mechatronics.
So avoid technical jargon.
And use analogies or visual aids to explain complex concepts.
Exactly. Imagine explaining a sophisticated control system to a client who's more concerned with the bottom line.
Right.
You need to be able to connect the technical details to their needs and concerns, highlighting the benefits and value of your work.
You could even share a specific example of a time when you successfully communicated a complex technical concept to a non-technical audience.
And if you're not sure how to best illustrate your skills, RoleCatcher can help you refine your answer. Their AI can analyze your language and suggest ways to make it more concise, accessible, and engaging for a wider audience.
All right, on to question number 10, which gets into quality control. How do you ensure the quality of your work when working on complex marine mechatronics systems? This is all about showcasing your attention to detail and your commitment to delivering top-notch results.
Mention specific quality control processes you use, like meticulous documentation, rigorous testing procedures.
Or a system for double-checking your calculations.
The career guide emphasizes adhering to industry best practices.
So you can mention specific standards or guidelines that you follow in your work.
Right.
And don't be afraid to share an example of a time when you identified a potential quality issue in your work and took proactive steps to resolve it.
This shows you're not just focused on completing tasks, but you're committed to delivering high-quality work that meets the highest standards.
And if you're looking for ways to make your answer even more impactful, RoleCatcher's AI can help. It can analyze your response and suggest ways to highlight your skills and experience in a way that resonates with the specific requirements of the role you're applying for.
Exactly.
So we've just covered 10 common marine mechatronics technician interview questions, and we've explored some strategies for crafting compelling answers. Remember, preparation is key. And with RoleCatcher's resources and AI-powered tools, you can walk into that interview with confidence, knowing you've got what it takes to succeed.
Absolutely. It's all about showcasing your preparation and your ability to think strategically. Now let's shift gears a bit and tackle a question that delves into your interpersonal skills.
Okay, let's say you've aced all the technical questions, and then they hit you with this. Tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult coworker. How did you handle the situation? Sounds like they're trying to catch you off guard.
It is. It's a classic behavioral question designed to assess your conflict resolution skills. Remember, every workplace has its share of interpersonal challenges.
Yeah.
They're not looking for someone who's never had a disagreement. They want to see how you approach conflict constructively.
So how do you navigate this potential minefield?
Choose a specific example,
Okay.
but be mindful of confidentiality.
Yeah.
You don't need to name names or divulge sensitive information. Focus on the actions you took to resolve this situation.
Did you try to understand the coworker's perspective?
Did you communicate openly and respectfully?
Did you seek help from a supervisor if necessary?
And did you ultimately find a solution that worked for everyone involved? The career guide emphasizes the importance of teamwork and collaboration in this field, so highlighting your ability to work effectively with others, even in challenging situations, is key.
Right. It's not just about resolving the conflict. It's about demonstrating your maturity, your professionalism, your commitment to maintaining a positive work environment. Now, let's imagine they throw you a curveball with a situational question. Like, imagine you're working on a critical repair and you realize you're missing a vital part. The nearest supplier is miles away and the ship is scheduled to depart soon. What do you do?
It's like a real-life puzzle on a rocking boat.
Exactly. This is where your problem-solving skills and your ability to stay calm under pressure really come into play.
Take a moment to assess the situation. What are the immediate priorities?
Can you find a temporary workaround?
Can you contact the supplier and explore expedited delivery options?
Could you collaborate with your team to brainstorm solutions?
And would you document the situation thoroughly, following proper procedures to ensure accountability and prevent similar issues in the future? The career guide stresses the importance of meticulous documentation, especially when dealing with critical repairs.
That's a crucial point. They want to see that you understand the importance of following protocols and maintaining accurate records. Now let's transition to a question that explores your long-term vision. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This one can be tricky because you want to demonstrate ambition without sounding like you're already planning your exit strategy.
So how do you strike that balance?
Right.
Connect your personal goals with the company's needs. Mention specific areas of marine mechatronics that you're interested in exploring further. Maybe you want to specialize in a particular type of system, or perhaps you see yourself leading a team of technicians.
You could also mention your desire to contribute to innovative projects,
Pursue advanced training or certifications.
or take on more responsibility within the company. The career guide highlights the importance of continuous learning and professional development in this field, so emphasizing your commitment to growth is key.
Exactly. And remember, it's perfectly fine to be ambitious. If you aspire to move into a management or engineering role, eventually you can express that. But frame it in a way that shows your commitment to growing within the company and contributing to their long-term success.
Okay, let's tackle one more interview question. Why should we hire you? This is your closing argument, your chance to summarize your qualifications, reiterate your enthusiasm, and leave a lasting impression.
Don't just repeat what's on your resume. Connect your skills, experience, and personality to the specific needs of the role and the company. Highlight what makes you unique and what you can bring to the table that other candidates might not.
Maybe it's your exceptional problem-solving abilities,
Your meticulous attention to detail,
your ability to work effectively under pressure,
or your unwavering passion for marine technology.
and don't forget to weave in those insights you've gained from the RoleCatcher Career Guide. Mention how your understanding of industry trends, best practices, and emerging technologies aligns with the company's vision and goals.
Absolutely. And if you're struggling to articulate your unique value proposition, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your responses and suggest ways to strengthen your pitch. It can help you identify key skills and experiences to emphasize and ensure your message is clear, concise, and compelling.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground, from technical questions to behavioral questions to those tricky situational scenarios. And we've seen how RoleCatcher's AI can be an invaluable tool for crafting those perfect answers. But there's more to a successful interview than just knowing what to say. Let's talk about some other factors that can make a big difference.
One of the most important things is to project confidence, maintain good eye contact,
Speak clearly.
enthusiastically, and be prepared to answer questions thoughtfully and thoroughly.
Remember, you've made it this far in the hiring process. They see potential in you.
The Crew Guide also stresses the importance of asking thoughtful questions.
It shows that you're engaged
Curious.
and genuinely interested in the opportunity
Prepare a few questions in advance
based on your research.
of the company and the role. This is your chance to gather information that can help you make an informed decision about whether this is the right fit for you.
And don't underestimate the power of a strong first impression. Dress professionally.
Arrive on time.
Be courteous and respectful to everyone you interact with. Remember, the interview starts the moment you walk through the door.
Absolutely. And after the interview, follow up with a thank you note reiterating your interest and highlighting key points from the conversation. It's a simple gesture that can leave a lasting, positive impression.
So we've covered a wide range of interview tips and strategies, and we've seen how RoleCatcher's AI can help you refine your approach and boost your confidence. But what about the bigger picture? What are some key insights from the career guide that can help you navigate the world of marine mechatronics and build a successful career?
One of the most important takeaways is that the industry is constantly evolving,
Technologies are advancing at a rapid pace,
and the demand for skilled technicians who can adapt and learn is only going to increase.
so continuous learning is key.
The Career Guide highlights the importance of staying abreast of industry trends
Pursuing advanced training.
and expanding your skill set to remain competitive.
Right. And it's not just about technical skills. Soft skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and critical thinking are becoming increasingly important as the industry embraces automation and digitalization.
The Career Guide also emphasizes the value of networking.
Building relationships with other professionals in the field,
Can open doors to new opportunities
provide valuable insights,
and help you stay connected to the pulse of the industry.
and don't underestimate the importance of mentorship.
Finding an experienced professional who can guide you, provide advice, and share their knowledge can be invaluable, especially early in your career.
The Career Guide provides tips on finding mentors, building professional relationships, and leveraging your network to advance your career. It also highlights the importance of professional organizations like the Society of Naval Architects and Marine Engineers and the International Marine Contractors Association as valuable resources for networking professional development and industry insights.
Now let's talk about career paths. The Career Guide outlines several possibilities
From specializing in a particular system,
to moving into a management or engineering role.
one path is to become a specialist in a particular type of mechatronic system, such as propulsion navigation or dynamic positioning systems.
This allows you to develop deep expertise in a specific area and become a go-to resource for your team or company.
Another path is to move into a supervisory or management role, overseeing a team of technicians and ensuring the smooth operation of all mechatronic systems on a vessel or shipyard. This requires strong leadership communication and organizational skills, as well as a deep understanding of marine systems and safety protocols.
And for those who are interested in design and innovation,
There's the possibility of transitioning into a mechatronics engineering role.
this involves designing, developing, and implementing new mechatronic systems for the maritime industry, requiring a strong foundation in engineering principles, as well as creativity and problem-solving skills.
The career guide emphasizes that the choice is yours. There's no one-size-fits-all path, and the best path for you will depend on your interests, skills, and aspirations.
It also highlights the importance of setting goals, creating a plan, and actively pursuing opportunities that align with your vision for the future. And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you map out potential career paths based on your profile and suggest relevant job roles, training programs, and professional development opportunities.
Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of a career as a marine mechatronics technician. The career guide provides a comprehensive overview.
On the plus side, this is a high-demand field with competitive salaries.
You'll have the opportunity to work with cutting-edge technology, potentially travel to different parts of the world, and contribute to a vital industry that connects the globe.
Plus, it's a hands-on job that offers a lot of variety and challenges. You'll be constantly learning, solving problems, and applying your skills in dynamic and demanding environments.
However, there are also some downsides to consider. The work can be physically demanding and potentially dangerous.
With exposure to hazardous materials,
Confined spaces and harsh weather conditions.
the hours can be long and irregular, and you may be away from home for extended periods.
But for those who are passionate about technology, the marine environment, and the challenges of working at sea, the rewards can outweigh the challenges.
Definitely. It's incredible to think about the level of expertise needed to excel in this field. The RoleCatcher Career Guide talks about these complex systems, but what does that actually look like in practice?
Yeah, like imagine this. You're on a vessel.
And the dynamic positioning system starts acting up.
Oh no.
It's not just about fixing a single sensor.
Right.
You need to understand how that sensor interacts with the control algorithms, the propulsion system, the GPS data,
Everything.
everything.
So you're not just a technician, you're a systems thinker.
Mm.
And as the maritime industry embraces automation and digitalization, those skills are becoming even more valuable.
Absolutely. The career guide mentions the rise of autonomous vessels.
And remotely operated vehicles.
These aren't just futuristic concepts,
Right.
they're becoming a reality. And marine mechatronics technicians are at the forefront of this technological revolution.
That makes me think about someone just starting out in this field. What advice would you give them for building a strong foundation for a successful career?
First, master the fundamentals. The career guide emphasizes the importance of electrical engineering mechanical systems.
Hydraulics and pneumatics.
These are the core building blocks. And don't shy away from computer programming.
If
PLCs are everywhere in modern marine systems.
It's a lot to learn, but it sounds like hands-on experience is just as crucial as textbook knowledge.
Absolutely. The career guide recommends seeking internships or apprenticeships,
Mm-hmm.
even working on personal projects like building a control system for a model boat
Yeah.
can give you a huge advantage. It shows initiative and a passion for the field.
And I imagine those soft skills we talked about earlier, communication, problem-solving, teamwork, those are essential too, right?
Yeah.
You got it. Think about it. You're on a vessel in the middle of the ocean, a critical system goes down, and you need to work with your team to diagnose the problem and find a solution. You need to be able to communicate clearly, think critically, and work collaboratively under pressure.
So it's a combination of technical expertise, problem-solving skills, and the ability to work effectively in a team environment. The career guide really paints a picture of a multifaceted role.
It is. And RoleCatcher can help you develop and showcase those skills. Their AI can analyze your resume, your portfolio, even your interview responses, and suggest ways to highlight your strengths and target your application for specific roles.
It's like having a personalized career coach in your pocket.
Okay, before we wrap up, any final thoughts for those aspiring marine mechatronics technicians out there?
The maritime industry is on the cusp of a technological revolution. It's an exciting time to be in this field with opportunities to work on cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the future. Embrace the challenges, never stop learning, and build a strong network of mentors and peers. The future is yours to shape. And remember, RoleCatcher is there every step of the way, from preparing for your first interview to navigating your career path. So dive in, explore the possibilities, and chart your course for a rewarding career in the world of marine mechatronics.